Cause wild pack shows, wall to wall like a section. Gotta stay on point, the streets and turn you to a vegetable. When they hear me flow, they say my style is impeccable. My racketeer influence and my organization's corrupt. I'm living it for real, your gimmicks is washed up. I was raised by America, so don't ask why. They call me Rico Law and I stay so fly. We just trying to survive in this wicked rat race. They said crime don't pay, well they lying through their face. I'm just giving you a taste of this life I embrace. My only nightmare is getting indicted with a case. So well, if I do, I'll be gone without a trace. It's a real big world, so I always have a place. Cause one mistake is all it takes. I'm the real deal, Holyfield, these rappers is fake. I'm an organized criminal, I admire the fast life. Only roll with cats who hustle to get the cash right. Pulling all-nighters, we living like it's a last night. Ain't no turning back, we stuck in the fast life. I'm an organized criminal, I admire the fast life. Only roll with cats who hustle to get the cash right. Pulling all-nighters, we living like it's a last night. Ain't no turning back, we stuck in the fast life.
It's in my dirty jersey, niggas move accordingly. And all my worldwide organized crime family. I hear whispers in the wind that we was destined to win. I'm more than dabble in sin, there's no need to pretend. We walk a thin line, grit line, roll the dice. Someone shift line, no matter wrong or right. Cause at the end of the day, families gotta get fed. So we move mafioso to get this bread. Got our own set of rules, we live in a bye-bye. Shit is all business, the murders and drive-bys. We doing dirt out here, fucking the system. And repercussions is real, shackled in prison. Third generation crooks still on the drugs. We make this look easy, it's harder than it looks. I put my real life in between the paper's lines. Wouldn't have it no other way, organized crime.
I'm an organized criminal, I admire the fast life. Only roll with cats who hustle to get the cash right. Pulling all-nighters, we living like it's a last night. Ain't no turning back, we stuck in the fast life. I'm an organized criminal, I admire the fast life. Only roll with cats who hustle to get the cash right. Pulling all-nighters, we living like it's a last night. Ain't no turning back, we stuck in the fast life.
Okay. Shouts out to Rico Law. $1 Million Manny on that track right there. What's up, people? This is your boy Jay Williams back with the Bank Session. Another episode. Sitting alongside me, my co-host, the Saban Nicole. How you doing? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. What's up?
The Saban Nicole, your glamologist.
That's me.
How you been? How's your week?
The week is good. Well,
your week last week.
Last week was good. Okay. Busy, but good.
Okay, that's good. Well, it's always good when you're busy.
I know that's right.
Especially if you're making money while you're busy.
I'm telling you.
Hey. But we back for another episode of the Bank Session. Thanks to everybody who hit us up on Facebook, Twitter. If you haven't, make sure you go to Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Check us out on Twitter also. Follow us on Twitter. Bank Session Show. You can email us, the banksessionshow@gmail.com. That's our email. You can email us with your comments, your questions. Also, like I said last week, we offering slots for artists in the beginning and at the end of our show. And probably we'll start playing records at the break also, too. So if you a new artist and you want to get some shine, you want to get your record heard, hit me up. banksessionshow@gmail.com. Like I said, we are asking for a donation for that. But you can hit us up on the banksessionshow@gmail.com email. And also you can hit us up at dodradio.com for details on that also. So like I said, if you need or if you want your record heard, all y'all new artists, hit us up, man. We gonna get it on there for you, especially if it's good.
Especially
if it ain't good, we ain't gonna play that shit. I'm gonna tell you right now. You send me some bullshit and I'm gonna fucking send that shit right back to you. Reply right back to your ass.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You didn't make it.
You need work.
You didn't make the cut. Oh, that's messed up.
No, but I mean honestly, like if you out there and you an artist and you wanna do this professionally, there's levels to this shit, like Meek Mill said, you know. So, invest in yourself and spend your money, get some quality recordings going, get some quality music out there, and like I said, hit us up and we get it on there for you. We'll help you promote. Just invest in yourself. That's what we all got to do. Invest before you can reach out for anybody else to give you some money. You got to be able to spend your own money.
I know that's right. Believe in yourself.
Yeah, because trust me, I'm spending my own money up in this motherfucker right here. But I am accepting donations too. So you can go to dodradio.com. You click on that talk. Click on the talk page, and it'll give you a list of all the shows that's on DOD, and you would see the bank session, and there's a donate button right there. Just tap that motherfucker. $1, $2, $5, hey, it don't matter. Your donation will be appreciated, and it will help. It will go to the cause. I got a game I want to play tonight.
Oh, okay.
A game?
Yeah, we're going to play a game.
All right.
We're going to play a game called Name the Ethnicity.
Oh, I like this.
Ethnicity. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to tell me the ethnicity of the person in this story that this story is about.
Okay. So you might want to turn your computer because I'll cheat.
No, well, you can't see it because I didn't put it up.
Okay.
A man goes fishing, right? Goes fishing. He's, it's a routine thing. He goes out, likes to fish. He goes fishing. He catches a shark, like a 4-foot shark. Okay?
That's a shark.
A shark, yeah, like a real fucking shark. He catches a shark. Right, he catches a shark. He takes said shark to the supermarket, lays the shark outside in front of the supermarket, and tries to sell the shark outside of the supermarket. Name the ethnicity.
A redneck.
Hispanic.
No.
Neither one is right?
No.
It's a black man?
Black dude.
It's a nigga.
He wasn't hunting a shark. Like, he wasn't fishing for sharks.
But he caught a shark, though?
He didn't know what to do with
I wouldn't think that was a black dude. I would thought he would have put it back.
First off, I'm thinking a shark.
You put
They
it back.
had to be out a little further out in the water to catch it. Most brothers ain't got boats to go out in the water to catch a shark.
Okay, let's
Unless he
go.
caught it off the pier
Let's go
somewhere.
a little further.
Oh, no.
What state do you think this happened in?
Florida. Of course. It's here. All these shark bites going on.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
And he tried to sell it at the grocery store.
Catches a shark out in the Intercoastal, goes to the Publix on 17th Street,
Fuck
To
out.
the Publix. Yes.
parks his cart in front of the Publix, lays the shark while the shark is still alive. Lays the shark on the ground and tries to sell the shark for $100.
He went to the wrong place.
He tried
He
to
went
sell
to the
it
wrong place.
Gotta go to the meat market, man.
to the meat market.
He should have went to Chinatown.
Okay. Now, this is a hot
saw
mess.
this
He
shit
caught a
and
shark.
They have video.
Play it. Oh, we got to post that on the
They
bank
have
session.
video of this shit.
This thing, like, oh.
Oh, that is too funny.
Man,
to
that's
me.
sushi.
We gonna play the video.
Ew.
Can we play the video for this?
Yeah.
Well, we already said the supermarket name, right?
Right. I mean,
Yeah, we could play the video because this is, and they actually interviewed the guy.
they interviewed him?
Listen to this shit.
Now at 10, a strange sight
Look
in
at
front of a
this shit.
supermarket.
He's just sitting there on the concrete like, who's gonna buy something like that?
Plus, a team encounters danger in the water.
Her hand was totally in the shark's mouth.
This is a different story.
Shark Tale.
This is the
Shark
fucking,
Tales.
look at the size of this motherfucker.
Turning sign in front of a Fort Lauderdale supermarket.
A shark on the sidewalk. Chief Liz Nagy spoke with a man who put it there, and she joins us now live. Liz?
Craig, he says that the shark was only on the sidewalk and up for sale for about 15, maybe 20 minutes.
15
and then
minutes
he says he ultimately
only.
released it back into the water, still alive.
He
But that
says.
was long enough for at least one customer to get video on his cell phone and others to be horrified.
Look at this shit. Look at that shit.
Living shark struggling to breathe sprawled across the sidewalk outside a public supermarket.
Really, though?
And it's fresh out of the Intercoastal.
What was the guy's idea?
Patrick Lanier reeled this.
Look at this motherfucker.
Check the dark glasses.
Yo, I got this shark.
Set up shop, so to speak, on the sidewalk outside the
Yo.
17th Street Publix in Fort Lauderdale, hoping to make about $100.
They're just sitting on top of it. It's not on ice. It's just sitting there on the concrete. Like, who's gonna buy something like that?
I don't see this dude.
You would.
It's like, yeah.
Why are you in the car talking to her though?
You can buy it if you want.
Is that legal for them to do?
No, it's not.
I can't do that with a fishing license, with a regular fishing license. He needs to have a commercial fishing license to sell anything he catches.
The 5-foot
You gotta have a
shark,
commercial
still alive,
license,
laid there
5
with
foot.
equipment up for sale and out of water.
Every so often, I'll throw some water on that.
As potential customers passed and some likely pivoted in their tracks.
Well, I don't go into the ocean because I'm afraid of sharks.
Basically.
Into Publix.
So it would have kept you out of
It
public?
would have kept me out of Publix, yes.
It was nice to see the people face light up and they was excited they got to touch it and really experience what it is.
This
This
nut.
amateur shark salesman isn't
He's
the
a
first
hero.
This
one
nigga,
to
just
the idea.
what you was about.
He's
This
done
nigga.
He's a hero.
Your shark for a ride on the Miami Metro movement. Hauled it on his bike.
Look on the bicycle. No, turn it off.
Along the Miami River with no takers.
The river?
Then you're peeling the shark off the side
No.
where there's still a stain.
I don't know how it stayed alive, though, all the way out here.
And
Listen.
released it back into the water.
We got to stop this foolishness.
Do you vote?
Huh?
Do you vote?
What?
Do you vote?
Honestly?
Honestly.
No, I haven't. I have voted once.
For Obama?
No,
No. Oh, okay.
I did not. I didn't vote, period, when Obama was voting. Like when he was running. So I didn't vote. But I did vote one time in my just one time. That
Who
was
did you
it.
vote for?
Jay, isn't that supposed to be secret? And I have the right
No, we don't have
yeah.
secret. I mean, it's passed. He's not, you know,
Yeah, well-
the person isn't president. Well, you voted for Clinton, didn't you? For Bill Clinton? You voted for Bill Clinton?
Jay, I'm only 32. Don't you have to be 18 to
Well,
vote?
But
I was
hold
still
on.
a kid when Bill Clinton was.
Hold on. It was Clinton was
Then it was-
president.
and there was Bush.
Then it was Bush. Bush had 2 terms. Right? Bush had 2 terms.
Right. I just
That's
turned
8
18
years.
with, yeah. I graduated in 01.
So who you voted for? Bush?
No way I didn't.
So who did you vote for?
Who else was there? There was Bush and,
Who else was running?
wasn't it Bush and Cheney?
No, well, was it Bush and Cheney? I can't remember. But that's who you was voting for?
That's what
No, Cheney was a Republican, so he
No,
would have.
oh, well, no he wasn't.
Cheney is Republican. Cheney wasn't on the ballot, was he?
So you're telling me, what's his name is,
Who?
come on now, you're telling me he's a Democrat?
Who? Clinton?
No.
Bush?
Yes.
No, Bush is Republican. That's what I'm telling you. Cheney and Bush
I'm
were-
sorry,
are
not Cheney,
Republicans.
but
the other guy.
yes,
Yeah.
that's who I voted for. The other guy. Obviously, we don't know his name.
Yeah,
'cause
he
didn't-
lost because he's the other guy. But I believe that was
That was a cheat election. Ever since then, I was like, this is rigged. I'm never going to do it again. And that's why I didn't vote.
Oh, what was his name? Perry. Was it Perry?
I don't know. I have to go look for it. But
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
why I didn't vote because I
'Cause
was
you
like,
thought
this
it
is
was
rigged.
rigged?
Because you know here in Florida, no. Let's be real though. In Florida, some fishy things like to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Florida's always the state for the bullshit when it
It's
comes to the
hilarious
election.
when it comes to the election. It's
Yeah.
like everybody that I know never voted for this man. How did he make it? How did?
Well, here's
Bush
the thing.
Listen, Bush
Here's
is a
the
tricky
thing.
person. Okay, that whole thing was all rigged up. I didn't like it, so ever since then I was like, forget it, screw it. It doesn't matter if I vote anyways. And I know that's not the way to think, but
Nah, I think it
I'm just
does
telling
matter.
you.
I think it does matter because and people go,
this year I'm going to vote though. I'm going to vote this year.
and you voting for?
I haven't decided yet. I haven't really watched anything.
I posted a picture on Facebook yesterday. Did you see it with the when I flew to New York a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
Did you see the difference
Do
in the
you?
sky
Okay.
and the water?
Who you telling?
Between Florida and New York?
We're gonna post that right about now. On the deal. You guys check that out on the deal, the Bang Session Show page. You guys.
I went to New York a couple weeks ago, and we talked about this on the previous episode to see the Jay-Z concert. But you know, we live in Florida, so I flew out of West Palm Beach, and I was taking pictures of the coastline and the sky. And then when we got into New York, getting ready to land, I was taking some pictures of that coastline and the sky. And the difference in color, not just in the water, but just the sky and it is like,
pollution.
it's the pollute. And I was looking, I was like, you know what?
That's why motherfuckers in New York are like that.
That's why they so angry.
It's like
it's the pollution.
Yeah, you living in that muck, that fucking polluted sky and air and shit, and it just keeps you in this fucked up ass mood.
You know what? It is amazing when you said that because if you think about different places in the United States, how people are, it really does depend on like their environment. Because people in Colorado where it rains all the time, they're like so depressed.
Well, that's
Washington,
Seattle,
Washington.
Seattle gets
so depressed.
And I was looking at the picture. I was like, that's why motherfuckers in New York. That's why I was like that when I lived there. Look at what I'm living in.
Now you come to the
like
Sunshine State.
Just gray, and the water was like this nasty, polluted green color.
But you missed that. But don't worry. Listen, our water might be looking the same kind of way if they didn't put so much chlorine in it. When people come from up north,
the ocean water.
Okay, the ocean water is a different thing, but that stuff coming out your tap.
Oh
you
yeah,
can smell the chlorine.
Tap is lethal. But the damn ocean water was like green, like not even blue. It was like this nasty, mucky fucking green. And I'm like, God damn, that's why New Yorkers are like that. Look at what they living in.
We gotta post that.
Oh yes, it's crazy. Sorry to be jumping back and forth, but
they just want to hear us talk anyway.
I use that term, and I'm trying to stop the word nigga.
Right.
I'm trying to stop using
Really?
it. Like really trying to, because you know what? It even though because I've used it so much in my life, it just rolls off the tongue. But I'm trying to catch myself and to stop using it. Because honestly, to be totally honest, like I feel a certain type of way when I hear it. When I say it, I don't realize I say it. But when I hear it, I feel a certain type of way. And not coming from a white person. I'm talking about coming from a black person.
People, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, do we have to say that? And then I feel like a hypocrite because I turn around and I say it. You know what I mean? But I feel a certain type of way. I'm one of those people that honestly feel like we should try, every person of color should try not to use that word.
Right.
Because I think it's getting to a point now where, and not even now, it's kind of been that way. Well, for me, the way I look at it, for me, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my age that's making me feel some way when I hear it. But I feel I think for me, growth starts. Yeah, and growth starts from within, right? So I feel if I stop referring to myself that way and referring to people that I communicate with that way, it will for me make me feel better about myself because I'm not relating that to me. I'm not, okay. Because if you look at it in the dictionary's meaning for it is ignorance. It's someone that's ignorant.
It means that.
So if somebody was to come up to me and be like, yo, what's up, stupid? I'm like, what the fuck wrong with you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I would come up to my boy and say, what up, my nigga? So it's technically in Webster's term, it's the same thing. It's ignorant. You know, it's being so why call somebody that I look at it as a friend or a companion or whatever ignorant?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just write out why refer to him in that way. So for me, it's like I'm trying to consciously stop. But at times you just can't stop. Sometimes you can see some shit and you're like, oh, this motherfucker. You know, but I'm trying. I'm a work in progress.
Don't you think we all are? Have you seen that social media that video that's trending where the guy, he was sitting on the bench with his kids at the park? His kids are mixed. He's dark skinned, you know, he's very dark skinned. A little Caucasian boy walks over to him and starts calling him a nigger. So he picks up the camera and says, hey, this is whatever the boy's name is. He's like, he just ran over to me and this is what he said. Right. Now, mind you, the guy who's videotaping this, his vocabulary he's so proper, right? He just sounds so educated. Okay. And so the little boy comes over to him and he's like, he calls him a nigger. He's like, yeah, you little nigger sitting on the corner begging money. Just like that.
The little boy comes up to the grown man and says
you nigger sitting on the corner wanting money or something like that.
Wow.
And so he was like, what? And so the little girls, now a little white girl and a little black girl, I think the mixed girl was his daughter, and she was like, do you know what you're saying. Like, he's crazy. Like, where's his parents? The boy's parents wasn't nowhere to be found. He had a cell phone in his hand, no parents around, calling people niggas.
Oh, Lord.
And then when he said, "Where'd you learn it from?" He's like, "I don't know." Who you heard say that?
Learned his mama and
I don't
daddy
know.
saying it.
He just kept on saying, "I don't know. I don't know. I don't know." Boy,
But
it was very sad.
What he really didn't know was he was in fact a nigga, not the people sitting on the bench.
But the thing is, though, it's so sad because he's a child.
And he was
That's
taught that.
learned.
Yeah, he
exactly.
was taught that.
He doesn't know that. He was taught that. That is learned. So it was really sad. And then on top of that, his parents wasn't there. What the heck they at?
Did you see the one with the woman calling the dude a nigga and he slapped the shit out of her?
Because she spit in his face? Oh, I saw that.
Oh, yeah. We got to post that on the
we
Bang
about to
Session page.
post that.
That
Both of
was,
them.
to me, was fucking hilarious. But you know the crazy thing about, like, with that, like, the way you said, the way to talk, the little boy sound, and the lady in the video, the way she sound. These are some of the most ignorant fucking white people around, and they calling someone else a fucking nigger.
An ignorant person.
And they ignorant as shit. Listen to the way that they sound.
Just
you know what I'm saying? Just straight backwoods country asses. And
Jay,
you know
no,
what?
stop.
It's
don't say that's not nice.
It's just sad, but that's how it sounds to me.
Yeah,
when they like, hey, he's a fucking nigger.
Yeah,
that's like some backwoods country ass, isolated.
It's true. The crazy thing is what the boy said. He didn't just only call him a nigger though.
You say I was sitting on the corner begging for
I was like, what you say? He's at a park. Look at that nigga over sitting on the corner begging money.
Oh Lord!
And he made him say it like 4 times, and he laughed every time he said. He cracked up.
Oh man,
he was rolling.
I mean, he's a kid, so you can't.
Right.
I mean,
he's like, I never wanted to slap somebody so bad, but I want to knock this kid's block off.
That's
but
not. Yeah, but that's not the person you should hit. You should hit the parents,
right?
Because
but
the parents are teaching him that shit.
Nowhere to be found. How you get your kids to the park with no? See, that's the kind of neglect. That's some real.
Yeah, that's child neglect.
That is some real crackish
child
stuff.
neglect. The parents probably somewhere.
We don't know where his parents at. Let's
committing
not.
some act of incest or some shit. You know how them
That's
backwoods,
stereotypical.
you know how
Stop
them
it.
Backwood country folk do.
Stop it.
Fucking they sisters and cousins and
Stop
shit.
it. Talking about country folk.
There's a video circulating online on Facebook. I saw it on Facebook of an incident that happened in the bus in St. Petersburg. For those who don't know, I know some people may hear St. Petersburg and think like, oh, it's, you know, white sand beaches and, you know, ocean views and there's that up there, but there's also some hood shit in St. Petersburg.
Some really hood stuff going on.
St. Pete, that's Tampa, that's Polk County, right?
Polk County.
Polk County. If you never heard of Polk County, look it up.
I love St. Pete.
Polk County ain't nothing to fuck with.
The whole
And
floor.
obviously, it goes to show on another fucking transit beatdown.
I'm telling
Remember
you.
last week we had to. Oh, we're gonna get into that next. But this one is St. Pete. Apparently, there's a young man, and this was a video that was caught by a young lady on the bus. Apparently, the video opens up to 2 men arguing on the bus. One black, one Caucasian, right? So the black guy's he's about to take his shirt, his jacket off, and I guess he caught himself and said, you know what? I don't want to catch no charge. I don't want to hurt nobody. Let me leave this alone. And he goes to the front of the bus, right? The Caucasian gentleman stays on the back of the bus. For the next 2 minutes, the Caucasian gentleman continues to go on and irritate this guy, right? He's calling him a coward. He's asking him what stop he's getting off, talking about how you gonna whip his ass and beat his ass and how he's a punk and he's a coward and just going in, right? And I gotta give it to this brother because he kept his composure for a long time throughout all that. You know, I gotta give it to him on that
Any
note.
time on the bus is a long time.
Yeah,
Time on the bus
but
is
it
a
went
long
on for
time.
like 2 minutes. He just go, oh, you're a coward, you're this, you're a punk. Finally, this brother got up. He had just had enough, ran his ass to the back of the bus and commenced to pummel this motherfucker consistently, right? Up until now, all this shit this guy was talking prior to this beatdown. Once he got them paws laid on him, The only thing he could say was, call the police.
Listen, he crawled up in a fetal position in that bus seat. You hear me? That thing was no joke.
Is there any more of those things?
Call the police. I got you.
My favorite line is the Tampa native.
Who's that?
He said, "Puss ass cracker."
Oh, he was calling them.
official.
That's how you knew he was in Polk County. He was calling them all types of pussy ass cracker while he was laying that beat down.
You're south of South Carolina when you hear puss ass cracker. More likely it's Florida.
Yes, they don't do that. I don't think they do that in Georgia.
Yeah, some parts of Georgia, it's over there.
They say it like that though.
Not the same.
Nah, they don't say.
It's a little. The slur is a little different, but
them Florida boys got a certain way of talking. I'm sorry, I'm talking about from what's it called? Gainesville, Jacksonville, all the way down to Miami, Florida. They all have the same type of dialect.
When it comes to that,
know what?
You know when they smack that hand
when you hear puss ass cracker, that's when you know it's about to be
it's
on.
A wrap.
It's about to go down. But the funny thing was, when he was beating him up, that's what he was saying.
He just had enough. Puss ass cracker.
I mean, that was all the dialogue I needed. If I just would have walked in on him saying puss ass cracker, I knew. You know what? He probably called him a nigga. Like, from my opinion, I think that he got called a nigga, and I don't think he did.
The whole video,
but I'm saying
he didn't.
It could have been that irate. I understand where he's coming from when he says those particular words.
Right.
I know what's about to go down.
Yeah.
Pussy ass cracker.
I've seen that in person enough times.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have never been to the South,
especially Florida,
just know.
Oh, let's say what the real word is, because we understand what that word is. It sounds like one word, y'all, but it's 3 different words.
Yes.
And the pronunciation is very different than what you're probably thinking. Okay, puss ass cracker, right?
Break it down.
Pussy.
Break it down for a shot. Break it down.
Is pussy ass cracker. The person who cracks the whip. You know what I mean? So those are 3 different words. They just, in the South, the dialect is so cool, and niggas is lazy in the South because the sun is beating you down and you always looking for the shade, so you're tired. And you don't feel like talking, so you might put your words together. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Puss
one
ass
word.
cracker.
But I'm glad you said that. You know what? I'm glad you said that when you just gave that description.
Of a cracker?
Whip cracker.
The whip cracker.
Do you know that's where that word comes from?
Should I Google it? No, I'm playing.
No. But you know, that's why they said that's where that word comes from. When you hear a white person being called a cracker, when you hear a black person called a cracker,
it's got nothing to do with Ritz.
It nothing to do with Ritz.
Nothing
it's not
to
calling
do
him
with
that
stale,
because he's
bland
white.
crackers.
What it was back in the slave term, back in the slave time, and in the days of slavery, that's what they called white people, crackers, because they refer to them as the whip crackers.
Exactly.
When they used to whip black people.
Cracking the whip.
So they started calling them crackers. For short.
Because once again, he lazy, starts shortening words.
We just say fuck the whip. The whip's gone.
Nah, but we innovators, man. We innovators. We know how to advance.
Always.
And what do? They get the credit for it.
Oh.
I was just reading an article today. I got to go find it again. For some reason, my computer's acting real slow. But it was about why isn't anybody really covering the black women that are being killed. Like I think it's in St. Louis. Let me go pull that up real quick before I talk about that. Yeah, it's like there's so many women that are being killed by gun violence. You know, and it's being so silent. No one's talking about these women that are being wrongfully killed. And honestly, to be honest, it's true. We always see another black male in that has passed away on circulating. And what happened to these women that really have these wrongful deaths? Nobody's really talking about them. So it's like it's our job. Seriously, truthfully,
this goes back to what the guy in St. Louis, the alderman in St. Louis. This goes back to what he was saying.
Right.
Where not just in public media, but us as people of color that live in these neighborhoods, why aren't they? Are they going out and doing marches and trying to bring awareness to the problem, or is it we just seeing it on news stories doing pieces on it? Because we need those people in the community that this is happening to come out and stand up and say, listen, we can't let this go on. We have to, because nobody else. we can't continue to keep looking for somebody else to solve our problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't keep doing that because they ain't coming. You know what I mean? They see, you already see what's going on. They ain't coming.
Or cover our stories properly.
You know, so we have to take our action into our own hands. Make sure these stories don't go away. Make sure that the people in that community know that, listen, you guys need to come out and make a stand for this because that's the only way it's going to stop.
That's it.
That's the only way it's going to stop. And look, if y'all don't have the courage to do things to help your own neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Then you can't always wait on someone else to do it.
Don't ever wait for somebody else.
You know, we have this mentality too that the grass is greener on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you can make the grass real green at your own house. Exactly. It's not necessarily always about what's on the other side, but it's about what you got and what you're working with right now. And I understand, you know, it's great to want to get out and do better for yourself, but where you at right now, you can still make it great. You know what I mean? And I think that our mentality is that we got to make it out to make it great.
Yeah.
When really greatness can happen right where you are. The grass can be green right where you live. It's all up to you though. But if you're not upkeeping the community, if you throwing trash down or on the street, it's gonna be dirty, and then nobody's gonna clean it up.
And not correcting the kids for acting a certain
for doing those things. It's straight up, and it, like I said, it's our responsibility. You're your brother's keeper.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, I'm responsible for you. You're responsible for me. Even though we don't want to be responsible for each other, we gotta be.
Again. You know what I mean? I'm my brother's keeper. One hand wash the other. Like that needs to be reinforced again. You know what I mean? Because the generation right now, that's
they don't care. It's like about me. Like I said before, MySpace. It's my Facebook.
We got to hashtag that.
What's that?
Hashtag that. I am my brother's keeper.
I am my brother's keeper.
I am my brother's keeper. Let's throw that out there right now.
Put that fence on it. I know we got some little avatars with the fence on it by now.
Straight up.
I am my brother's keeper.
Right? I'm going to find somebody with an afro.
You got to live by that. That means when you see your brother fucking up,
you got to
step in and say, yo, you fucking up. Good news out of McKinney, Texas. That officer... matter of fact, hold on, because I still got his name written down right here. David Eric Casebolt.
Casebolt. There he is.
Sass cracker. See, I got to get that drop. We got to put that in there every show.
You got the dude right here. You don't need the drop. Oh, my God.
If you didn't know who he was, if you didn't listen to the last show, and if you've been living under a rock, this is the officer. I call him
Tuck and Roll.
No, not Tuck and Roll. I call him Paul Blart Dumb Cop.
That's what he did. That was the Paul Blart movie, wasn't it?
Oh my, he looked right out the movie.
Did you watch it?
I did not watch it. Still, I saw stills and pictures, but I have not watched that.
You gotta see that. You gotta see that Tuck and Roll though.
The reason I didn't watch it
when he did that, I was like, oh wow, like that part.
Did he really do that?
Yeah, like that part, and he was wild aggressive with these little kids.
I'm telling you,
it looked like Reno 911. Like it looked like a serious version of Reno 911.
It did. It looked exactly like Reno 911.
It looked like they played out something from Reno 911.
So what happened to Mr. Casebolt?
He resigned.
Good, Mr. Exactly, not officer. Right?
He resigned from his post. But the thing that sucks about it is he'll still get his he may get a severance package, but he'll still get his retirement and his pension from the
police
department that he was in. But the good news is that he has resigned. And I read something last week, too, after we did the show, that he had some other case against him, a case of discrimination against him a while back, too. So it seems like he had a history of this.
Can't wait to get around.
Listen, I think that some people don't even... I'm not trying to take up for them, but this has to be the truth. Some people just don't realize what they're doing is racist. You know what I mean?
They're so sheltered, right?
You know what I'm saying? They feel that it's so right. They don't think it's wrong.
Like they're doing a favor for the rest of the people.
Yeah,
right?
you know what I'm saying? Like they feel so strongly about it, and please hear me when I say I'm not taking up for nobody. Right? It seems like normality to them. So. You know, it's like, okay, let me give you an example. And this might be a silly example to everybody, but it makes sense to me. I always say good evening
Good evening.
Yes, all the time. Because Jamaican people say it. And my nephew came to me and said, Auntie, it's not evening, it's evening. And I said, no. And I asked my mom when she came in the house, I said, Mom, say good evening. She said, good evening. And I said, okay, I understand. But forever, I thought that good evening was the way to say it. I know how to spell it, but this is how I said it. And I never thought it was wrong until somebody came and told me, like, my nephew, and mind you, he's 9. He told me, Auntie, that's not how you say that. And I'm like, really? I could not believe it. I was so dumbfounded because I really thought it was. But so what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, it really has to be something where they really don't see that they're doing this, because I cannot believe it. I can't believe that they will continue to do this over and over and over and over and not see a problem.
But a lot of them grew up in places where the black percentage is so small. You know what I mean? And what they know about them is what they see on TV and what they heard about and stuff like that. So they sheltered, and some of them are racist. Yeah, it's programmed into them.
But they don't think it's racism.
They don't believe
that's what I'm trying to say.
But whether or not you believe it's racist, right? In a situation like that, that's a child you're dealing with.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Those were kids. Those was an adult. That was a child that you pulled to the ground and kneeled on her back. That was a child.
Right.
Whether a child of color, whether it was a child. Where in your brain does it not click like, oh shit, this is a little girl that I'm kneeling on?
Right, because
when does that click in your mind?
Because I think that he didn't even think that it was a little girl. He just said it's a black girl,
and that's
you know what I mean. It's no longer that it's little, it's not as a little girl. It's a black person. Therefore, we know what are we? What do they consider us? 2/3 of a person?
You know what?
Not even a whole human.
We gonna have on that note. We're gonna have 2 Ask Googles tonight because I want to see what Google says, and not just what Google says, but also I want young people that's listening to it to be aware of this word.
What is the word?
Dehumanization.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Let's see what Google has to say.
What is dehumanization?
According to Beyond Intractability, dehumanization is the psychological process of demonizing the enemy, making them seem less than human and hence not worthy of humane treatment. This can lead to increased violence, human rights violations, war crimes, and genocide.
Did you see this, the Barbie? Did you see that story?
Was that on 60? What was that?
Barbie, the company that makes Barbie, is that Mattel? Which company is it that makes Barbie?
Is it Mattel?
Mattel. Okay, but they are introducing new dolls.
Let me check them out.
23 different skin tones now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Click on that article. Let's check that out.
Now they will have a variety of shades and colors of Barbies. So, all the little girls of colors that, the ones that's light bright, damn near white gonna be represented.
Oh.
The one that's chocolate.
So 50 shades of Barbie.
50 shades. Well, actually 23 shades of Barbie.
Sorry.
But
my bad.
They ain't gonna be all pale pink colored no more.
Oh, look how cute. I'm definitely gonna post that on the page.
That's a good story.
They've been going.
Oh, that's cute.
And it's about goddamn time, because shoot,
I know,
we've been
complaining like
the folks been complaining.
Decades.
They had to change the emojis. They had to bring out.
I just
but wait a minute.
Mine on this phone.
Listen, those emojis hair is still straight. The only thing they changed is the pigment and real though.
I don't know if I got the one that y'all talking about, but I still saw a bunch of.
Well, they brought out a bunch of
they brought in some brown ones.
Yeah, some browns.
Some yellowish looking brown ones, yeah. They did a little something.
Yeah, so shouts out to the company that makes Barbie. And the Barbie, shouts out to everybody. Now I could actually buy my daughter some Barbie dolls. Right?
Oh, that's nice. I know my daughter too.
Because they got some different shit.
Because I remember we used to have Barbie it was a black Barbie when I was little. It was a black Barbie.
Yeah, it was like one
there goes
extra dog.
Idea right there.
I know, right? It's Barbie, right?
Extra dog Barbie.
So what's wrong with that extra dog? But I liked it because she looked like me. Is that okay, Jay?
Everybody is that.
Anyways,
they got different shades.
Let me tell you.
I know
I think her name was Stacy. No, her name wasn't Stacy. What was her name? Her name wasn't Barbie. It was something else.
I know what you're talking about.
Her name was not Barbie though. She was
I think you said it.
No, she was No, she couldn't. She was like Stacy. No, I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what her name was, but she was not Barbie.
Oh, okay.
She was not Barbie. She was another name. They didn't consider her Barbie. So I wonder if they're considering these actual dolls Barbies instead of us.
Barbie. So that
she came in the Barbie box.
Barbie is finally bringing the many shades and beautiful features of women from all backgrounds to his brand. So it's actually
so they got the Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah, they got the
oh my
Brazilian
gosh!
Barbie.
Listen, y'all got to cut this out now. You got to stop.
They're gonna have a ghetto Barbie.
Oh my goodness,
the hood ratchet Barbie.
Okay, let me tell you about ghetto.
Listen, hip hop Barbie.
Check this out. My nephew got in the car the other day, and we were talking about names, right? And he was like, I want to change my name, Auntie, because I didn't like it. I don't like it. It sounds very ethnic. And I was like, boy, you better cut that mess out, because he's like, when he gets a job, it's going to be a problem. So he was like, there's this girl in his class, and I really hope her parents ain't listening, but her name is LaDasha. Okay. So wait, it is LA-A. LaDasha.
No, the actual dash?
The actual dash.
Oh, you serious?
I'm
the actual dash.
I am sincere.
Is in her name?
LaDasha. And I said, are you kidding me? Her name is LaDasha.
Wow.
I thought it was a hyphen. But her name is LaDasha.
Wow.
LaDasha. And I was like, wow. I mean,
you can't make this shit up.
I'm telling you. And I was like, you mean it's spelled out? And he was like, no, Auntie, it's LA-A.
Excuse me?
Oh my God.
Is that
what?
Did you see this cop?
Which one?
Put his knee in the back of this little girl with this whole pool party incident that went down.
That was actually going to be my FU for the night.
Oh, is it? Go ahead.
That was going to be my FU.
What's the FU, Jack?
My fuck you tonight, because we're going to be doing this on every episode. It's going to be the fuck you segment. And every episode, I think we missed it last week.
We missed it last week. You didn't have anybody. Yes, it was CNN.
We was fuck CNN for their coverage on every fucking thing. But the fuck you segment tonight is dedicated to Officer David Eric Casebolt. David Eric Casebolt, which I heard he resigned. I saw he resigned today.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I saw he resigned.
Oh, too much pressure.
David Eric Casebolt is the officer. If you have not seen this fucking video, you're living under a fucking rock. It's been everywhere, all through social media, Facebook, Twitter. Everybody's posting this shit. There was a pool party. A young lady, I think she was like 17. School is out. Summertime. She lives in a community that has a community pool. Right? So she says she decides to throw a pool party for her friends and the kids in the neighborhood or whatever. Now, this is a young woman of color. So the majority of her friends are going to be people of color. You assume that. So they throw this pool party. The kids are out there. They 17, 16, I think from 14 to maybe 19 is like the age range of the kids. And from the video I saw, it was majority black kids, but there was some white kids there as well.
Yeah.
Well, the video I saw of the actual police, assaulting the kids. I actually didn't watch that video. I actually haven't watched this video yet.
Oh, you got to watch that.
The video I saw was of the young lady that threw the party. She was describing what happened and what led to this.
Right.
Apparently, there was some white residents that were upset that there were so many black kids at the pool. Mm-hmm. One of the ladies approached her, the girl that threw the party.
Right.
Started cursing her out.
It was the mother.
The mother started cursing her out, calling all types of niggas and telling them to go back to Section 8 and all this other shit.
Section 8 home, yeah.
And then the daughter attacks this girl. The mother that was saying is her daughter jumped on her and started attacking. The video I saw was of her talking about it. Then I saw another video of the actual fight between them. So then apparently this woman somebody called the police. And the first officer on the scene was David Eric Casebolt. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker looked like he was charged off for all types of steroids.
Yes, he had roid rage. No, that's true.
That motherfucker looked like he was on Flocka.
Yeah,
he looked like
Jay, I don't agree with that. Now
he looked like he was out on that Flocka shit, just wilding the fuck out.
I don't believe that though.
Snatching kids. Now these are kids at a pool party. Yeah. They have on bikinis and swim trunks and all. having a good time. What kids do, they, at a pool party, they're going to have a good time. They're going to turn up. This motherfucker's out there slamming kids on the ground, pulling out guns on them. He's got this 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, he put straight. Wait. He did like a barrel roll. Did you see it? Did you see that roll?
I didn't
You got to see it. He like drops on the floor and then he does like a little police roll, like how they do over the hood of the car.
He was
gets back up and start. He was really now seriously. He was turned.
This motherfucker.
He was turned up for real.
Because he had to be on some shit.
He was.
It sounds like a comedy, though. It sounds like like
the crazy thing is though, he goes after these kids, but they're not the ones who was fighting. They're the whole reason for the call.
They're the only ones he can get his hands on. That's what the fuck happened. Instead of going to where the fights were, these are the ones he can get his hands on. So it looked like a scene out of Cops. I keep seeing on the internet is of this fucking guy with his knee on this 15-year-old girl's
You gotta watch the video. You gotta watch the whole video.
She's pinned to the ground and he has his knee in her back.
You gotta watch it. But let me tell you, the boy who shot this video, I saw his interview. Did you see his interview?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, so he said the reason why he came to the party was because she put it on Twitter. So she was invited her friends that were her Twitter friends to the birthday party. And so this is a white boy that is the one who caught the video. He's like, I know her from school, and so she invited us out, and then we just came. Everybody came. So he was saying that I guess there's only 2 people that's supposed to come in on a pool key. So it was too much people. That's what they were saying. But he's like, majority of friends that he came with, they were black friends. But he was like, what struck him as weird was he's standing there videotaping, and you can see the officer telling everybody else to sit down that was black. But he would pass over him several times. Don't tell him to cut his video off. Don't tell him to do any of these things. And he's a white boy. He was like, it was really racist to me. Like, he's like, I never experienced anything like that, and it just straight up and down just seemed like racism. He was like, and the whole part that bothered him the most was that it wasn't even them that was fighting. It was the adults that were fighting. So why is it, you know what I'm saying, that his friends, he was like, he just felt bad for his friends because he's sitting there like hoping somebody would say something to him, and no one said anything to him. Not one of the cops told him to sit on the ground and stop doing what he was doing. I didn't see that
actual video, but I saw...
It's horrendous.
But I saw what I saw. They were like... I can obviously see white kids there as well, but it didn't seem like he was approaching any of the white
You have to see
from
the
all
entire
the still
video.
shots.
I'm gonna post it on the Bang Session Show page.
I didn't want to watch it.
No, you need to watch it.
I said, you know what? I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see another person of color being abused by a police officer.
The way he slung that little girl right there made no sense. There was like a portion of it where she was resisting, and she was like, please call my mama, please. And she was just kept on asking for her mom, but the cop had her by the neck so hard. It was like her head was touching the ground, but her legs were still standing up. That's how hard he was like yoking her down, but she would not get down on the ground. And then he finally slung her down and put his knee in her back. If you watch that whole video, you'll be like, listen, this man right here, he was just...
He retired?
Well, he resigned.
Listen.
What they said. So, but he's going to resign. He's going to still get his pension. He's going to still get his retirement.
Oh, no, I guarantee you this is what's going to happen.
He'll resign from that force and go on to another force.
He's going to be on another force, but there's going to be a civil lawsuit that's going to come against him personally, and he's not going to get a pension from that municipality, But what he's going to slide through the cracks just like anything else, and more likely he's going to come from Texas, and you know where he's going to end up?
Florida.
Thank you very much.
Yo, what's up, DOD Radio? It's your girl, Lisa Von Nicole, from the one and only Bang Session Show. Check us out every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on DODradio.com.